Hello and welcome to Moderna Excels. I'm Keith, and right now checking the live stream. This is my first time streaming with this channel, so welcome to the program here. And I'm really excited about Moderna. It's making its step up here, so let's just go ahead and get me on camera. It's good to meet you guys. For those of you who have been watching, I don't know how many of you have even heard of the channel yet because it's brand new, but I'm completely in the opinion that Moderna is on its way up and that it's doing amazing things. In fact, right now it just went up to 71.43, as you can see right here. And if you haven't had a chance, I'm all about the fundamentals, and the fundamentals have been pointing to this stock doing super well. So what I'll be doing is sharing with you some different aspects that you should know about the Moderna stock, the fundamentals, and be sharing what different people think about it, what kinds of cues that I look at, and specifically what this channel is going to be about is the stock itself, but also what the company's doing, where they're headed, what the founder's working on, what other investors are thinking, and how they're reacting. There's so many things that drive this stock. So that's really important to know right off the bat. And right now we don't really, well, we have a couple of people, I guess, that one person's here. So how you doing? Be happy if you would to say something in the chat. I'm listening. I have it open right here. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. But Moderna is actually taking off. It just tipped back into the 170s since last week. And I'll bring up the charts here. You can see the chart that I've already got up. And I'm actually going to go ahead and provide another chart, which is right on my phone. And here you go. So as you can see, looking at it, it's at an all-time high right now at 171.37. Just a moment ago, you can see, we'll bring it back, it was at 168. So it's starting to make a move. And really, I think today is going to bring it to about 180. Last week, it got up to 217, which is what its all-time high was so far, leading up until this very moment. And if you pay attention to this, right here, you can see that the order book looks really good for propagating wealth on this stock. It looks really good for lifting up the price. Whenever you see the right side, which is the red side, the sell side, have those long cliffs that come down, that shows that it's really looking healthy for a climb. And you'll see how it plays out. If I'm right or if I'm wrong, you'll get to see right here. It's live. This is the actual live stock price. Again, it just moved, and I'll come back here. This is off of my Webull account. And you can see it's at its high right here, all-time high, looking back into, I would say, I don't know the exact day, but about a week ago, it got up to 217 and then fell off the cliff. A lot of people ran. And this isn't a stock you want to run from. This is a stock you get into and you stay in because it's only got the moon to go to, folks. Look at it like this. Tesla. When it first started, there's a lot of naysayers. And it had a lot of reason for naysayers. It was massively in debt. It was up against legacy automakers that were dragging their feet. What was the things that it had going for it, though? It was forward thinking. They were talking about new technological means and ways of getting things done. No different than Moderna. Moderna is a forward-thinking company. It's a biotech company. And we're talking new technological means and ways of getting things done. That's why it was able. And by the way, be willing to talk if you want over here, because I am looking. That's why it was able to make these moves, because it was focused on electric vehicles, renewable energies. We know that story already. And folks are looking for the next Tesla. What is going to be the next Tesla? And quite frankly, I think you're seeing it. It's going to be in, I think, something like a biotech company like Moderna that is well placed for growth. that started as a small cap company, meaning it's not one of these companies that are already worth a massive wealth, that you have the ability to, there's so many of these scam calls. Do you get those? They interrupt your day. It's very unpleasant. And you're looking at companies that still have yet to do these amazing things, but yet this is a company that is doing exactly that. And I'll show you some of this stuff, and hopefully you get some more, because it gets very interesting when people come on and they start asking questions and they make their comments and stuff like that. But I would like to come on during the market hours and, just share on what this stock is doing. I know it rallied up here. We had a movement to, just a moment ago, to 170, 174. And now it kind of rolled back off of that by about 80 cents, but that's healthy. That's a healthy move. Remember, it took a step up, and this stock, I've been watching it do this for the entire time. It'll take a massive step up, like from where it just started here, which was at 168, and it was kind of fighting to get up from there. If you look, 168, 169. It even got at one point here 165 earlier. And so now it's right back at 171.47. And I think it's just going to continue to build on that. I wouldn't be surprised. And I was telling my friends and people earlier that if this got up to 180 today, that would be reasonable. In my own view, that this stock is worth $250. It's undervalued. And that was going back in the end of last year. Really, it's probably around $300. And that's taking into account a lot of different things. And that's why I started this channel, because a lot of people who invest in this stock, and I just hope that they search YouTube for, what's going on with Moderna, because then they'll maybe see this and get a better idea of what some of these fundamentals are that we should be focused on when it comes to Moderna. What I'm excited about with this company is it's focused on changing humanity. Not a lot of companies are taking that kind of approach. That's what reminds me a lot of Tesla when I think of Moderna. It too was focused on changing humanity. And it all goes back into the founders in this case. Elon Musk, he was always about wanting to make a big difference. Same thing of what he's mission to Mars and these different things. And this is the same thing with this biotech company. Huge difference. And so they've got groundbreaking mRNA technology. That's the platform that we're talking about. This is basically, the RNA technology is part of your DNA and the way it responds and communicates with the RNA. The RNA is the directions that the DNA sends out. This is directly from the inside of every one of your cells. And the RNA technology that they're using sort of programs the cell in order to make proteins and to make new life. That's why they're able to build new heart and do things that we've never seen before. In areas where heart disease exists, somebody has a heart attack, part of their heart dies, there's traditionally nothing we could ever do about that. But now with this kind of technology, we can actually rebuild new heart. This is the kind of stuff that Moderna is working on, and that's why it's growing so massively, and that's why it'll continue to grow. We're already at 172.30 now, and this will continue to make this progressive move up until it gets up to two. Like I said, I see it next week getting up to 250. I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of tomorrow it's over 200. And right now we're at 172.30. So, and it's making a healthy move up. It's not just jettison up like a rocket. It's making very methodic movements, and it's making its way there. And that's a healthy stock when you see that. Sometimes it falls off, sometimes it rockets up, but in any case, it's always methodically moving up. And it was undersold for the longest time, and now we can safely say that it's starting to realize its value. It's an exciting time to get in with Moderna because of that fact. And so let's just take a look at a couple of things here. Again, this is going back onto one of Moderna's strengths, and I'm just going to shut down this phone window for now. We'll come back to it. and the Coronavirus Digest, the European Union agrees to the vaccine deal with Moderna. So there's some news for you. And yeah, a lot of different countries, starting with the United States. This was one of the first vaccines that was developed. They were taking their time. They signed a pledge to be responsible about the science, so they didn't just rush in head first. They made sure that what they were doing, again, was methodical and just right. They care about their company. They don't want to just jump off a cliff doing things irresponsible for monetary gain. I've noticed that with this company, which is really reassuring for their long-term for a long-term bet on this company. Really, if you invest in this company, you can rest assured that they have goals and they have a mission, and their mission statement is what they're really focused on. And let's go to that real quickly. What is Moderna's mission statement? Deliver on the promises to create a new generation of transformative medicines for patients. I mean, that's beautiful to me. That's really focused on what exactly a company like Moderna should be focused on. Changing the way we can deal with these many diseases that we suffer with. Um, I'm one of these folks who believe in technology, and I really think that we should have already been doing a lot of this stuff, but that greed often gets in the way, and companies are so focused on their profit over progress that they lose their founding a bit. They lose their momentum. They don't really stay focused on the fundamentals. I have not seen this with Moderna. Even though they've been working on this groundbreaking RNA platform, they have had humongous success with this vaccine. They still remain focused to the fundamentals. So here, and I want to make sure you can see this. Yep. Every cell in the human body uses the mRNA to provide real-time instructions to make the proteins necessary to drive all aspects of biology, including in human health and disease. And so, role, we believe that the RNA could be used to create a new category of medicines with significant potential to improve the lives of all patients. Now, remember, this is just right now, this is priced only as a vaccine stock. And what that vaccine essentially has done has been able to afford this company to get back to its mission in a larger way than it ever has before. It is able to fund its mission, and it was focused from the very beginning. It was funded from the beginning. That's why it was able to do this groundbreaking stuff with the coronavirus at all. And now it's only gotten a lot stronger. So people are really missing this point, and they're not even missing the point that Moderna is going places, but yet they're missing the point of just how far Moderna is going. And it's going so far. Right now, the stock is trading at 170, 270. So again, just making those incremental improvements up. And it will continue to do that as the stock grows and gets further, more progress, stronger progress, and more investors come on. And I think they could, and really they're focused so much on the fundamentals. I see it as being that they don't even work as hard on the communication. They're letting their results speak for themselves, which is really it's encouraging to me. You're not seeing a lot of this braggadocio, and a lot of companies, when they get into this braggadocio, then forget about it. Now they're simply trying to raise their stock. You see a lot of companies like, and they raise Nicola. It was all about the rumors and never really the results, and smoke and mirrors, and it's just not, to me, the way to do it. The way to do it is to underpromise and overdeliver, to know your strengths, yes, to capitalize on them. It's approaching 173, folks. Moderna's going up. It's going up. I hope you're in Moderna. I hope you're investing in a company that is the software of all life. That's what they consider themselves. I love it. That's exactly how we should all be thinking. And so, one thing I want you to do is, if you like this, be sure to like it and subscribe, because that's how we'll be able to grow this channel, and also keep us all working strong for a future that we can build our wealth in and see our progress right before our eyes just unfold. It's a beautiful thing. So getting on to what I want to bring to attention here. Well, this is Elon Musk here, and I like keeping up with Elon Musk and some of the things he says, but in all the different news articles, we really don't have a lot of people on board. So what I want to do is, and I don't know how healthy this stream is right now either. I'm getting some different cues here that maybe it's falling off the cliff a little bit. So I'll get off and come back and make sure that the stream is good. And when it's healthier, then we'll get back on board. But yeah, I'm really, really excited about what Moderna is going to do. Exciting stock, and amazing things are in the future. So God bless you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.